Hello and welcome again to Battle Ready. You know, it's been a little bit controversial out there on the interwebs, but Drake and I are pretty big fans of Warhammer Plus. We really like the animations. Calm down. We really like the animations. We've had a good time with it, and I don't, luckily I'm in a place where the price isn't, I'm no longer a college student who has to worry about that. So we're okay there. But one of the animations we've been having just a blast watching is Angels of Death.
Yes.
If you don't know, it's a very stylized animation that follows a Blood Angels group down to planet, and they find some bad guys down there.
Sometimes 5
and
million.
their adventure through there. So I don't want to give too much of the plot away in case you're interested in it. So very spoiler free, ideally. But we want to just talk about what we liked. Mm-hmm. A while back, we did our half season review.
Yeah.
So I'll link that here for our thoughts on the half season. This time we're going to talk about, I think we'll focus on the back half of the season, but also sort of in general. So Drake, what did you like or dislike about Angels of Death?
I didn't like how there was not a lot of color. There's only 3 colors.
Yeah, that's funny because
only 3.
That stylization I actually really like. I like that it's black and white, but everything red comes through because the Blood Angels armor, blood, all that sort of stuff comes through, and I really, really liked that. Mm-hmm. Let's start with things you liked. What did you like?
Gears. People being smushed into gears.
People being smushed. You like the combat and the that sort of stuff?
Mm-hmm. I also like the big cannons.
Yeah. The Sword of Baal, which is the name of their ship, it's got some pretty beefy cannons, that's for sure. One of the things I really liked about it, and this gets touched on a little bit in the first half, and even more so in the second half, is you really get a sense that everybody is broken in the show. Mm-hmm. The Blood Angels are broken. Some of them are broken in combat. You've got people with missing limbs. Some of them are broken in that they're starting to succumb to the
blackness thingamajig.
Black Rage. The Black Rage? Is it called the Black Rage? I think it's called the Black Rage.
It's either the Black Rage or the Red Rage.
Some kind of rage. A rage of some color.
A rage of some color of unknown darkness.
But, so they've got that, and they've all got it in. And even I don't know if you can call him the main character, but a main character, Kazarian, it starts with him coming back to the Blood Angels after having served in the Death Watch. And the Death Watch is like this elite force that draws from all different chapters of Space Marines. Mm-hmm. And so he served his Death Watch duties, and now he's back. So he's been away from his brothers, and now he's come back, and there's just a little bit of tension there. Not that they hate him, not that they're calling him names or kicking him out of, not letting him play any reindeer games, right? but there's just a little tension there. But on the other side, with the Gene Stealers, you see the same thing. You see the Gene Stealers aren't quite all there. And they don't, despite being this cult that's trying to bring the King Gene Stealers, that I guess Tyranids, I don't know. If I get that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm not a 40K guy.
Neither am I.
But they're trying to all work together to bring this thing up. But there's infighting within the Gene Stealers. And even one of the Gene Stealers says to the big horror brute guys, he says something like, even though you're imperfect, you can still serve, or something like that. And it just shows that even the Gene Stealers they're broken. They're not right. They're not complete. Mm-hmm. And so you have these two opposed sides who very much want to murder each other, but they're both broken. And then you even have the Adeptus Mechanicus guy or girl, Mandroid. Who
you know what that show reminded me of ever since the first episode?
What?
Kill Team. But that show reminded me of Kill Team.
You never played Kill Team.
But it reminded me of Kill Team. I saw it.
Okay.
I've seen the reports.
So, but the Adeptus Mechanicus person is also broken, right?
Yes.
As we talk to, I'm going to say her.
I'm going to say he.
Say him? All right, we'll go with him. As he talks and we learn a little bit more about him, he's also broken in that, just not being beyond part machine, he really has very little humanity, right? And that causes him to make decisions that are questionable. He's sort of an ends justify the means kind of guy. So he's broken in that way. And then ultimately the ship gets pretty broken.
Yeah,
right?
in
the
a
physical
literal
sense. Yeah. So all in all, I really liked that. I thought the story was good, and it's 10 episodes long, and you have sort of the climax in episode 9. Episode 9 is the big climax. That's where the big battles are. That's where the big finale is. And then episode 10 is sort of like
a wrap up.
It's the resolution. It's the denouement, right? It's the falling action. It's like the climax happened, and now we're resolving and figuring out where everything goes. And I actually liked where it wrapped up. I liked the characters, the things they said. I don't want to give anything away, spoiler free. But I like how it ended and how certain things occurred. And I liked how even some of the Space Marines do die.
That's expected.
But even in death, how parts of them continue to live,
sort of.
or to serve, or to at least inspire the living remaining chapter. I also like how instead of saying we're still alive or whatever, they say we endure. I really like that. That was pretty cool.
In blood we are born, in battle we are forged, in glory do we die?
Maybe.
I know I got the first one right, and maybe the second one, no idea about the third one.
So yeah, at the beginning of each episode, they put these little quotes, and some of them are pretty cool. But overall, I thought it was great. Now, animation style, just beyond the stylization, which I really liked. Of course, I also liked the Sin City style, so I think that sort of black and white with hints of color is pretty cool. But the mouths don't always match up exactly, right?
Sorta.
There are some little animation things like that aren't quite right, but overall, pretty fantastic. Really pleased with it. And if you liked Astartes, which was out a while back, this is at least a level above that. So with dialogue too. So overall, thumbs up or thumbs down for Angels of Death?
Plot, color.
Overall, though, if you had to mix everything together and you gave it one score, plus, I think I would do the same thing. So we've got 2 thumbs up for Angel of Death. If you do have access to Warhammer Plus, if it's something that you're interested in, I would take a look at it. And especially because, we don't play 40K at all.
No.
We've never played 40K.
We have one 40K model that we got on accident.
We have a 40K model we received on accident.
And we got to keep it.
That's a different story.
That we probably won't talk about.
Well, now that you mentioned it, I ordered something from Games Workshop. They sent me the wrong thing.
It was
I offered to return it, and they said no, I could keep it. So it's not like I scammed them and said, ha ha ha, I'm going to keep this extra thing. No, they told me I could keep it, but it's a little Space Wolf guy.
Space Wolf Lord Crom, I think.
So, but anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, for people who know very, very little about 40K and who are not 40K players, have never touched a Blood Angel or a Codex or anything like that.
I did do very well. I did do somehow well on the Lore Masters test that went up on Warhammer Community.
That's true, you do know a little bit. But we're not steeped in the lore, and even though we're not, it was still a pretty fun and enjoyable watch. And so even if you're not a 40K guy, if you're subscribed because you like the app, or you're subscribed because you were looking at the battle reports or Citadel Color, you're looking for those other things, give Angels of Death a try. It's really pretty enjoyable. Any final thoughts?
Lots of guns.
There are a lot of guns.
And blood.
And the grim dark future, there is plenty of war.
And grim and dark and futures.
Exactly. All right, well, this has been another episode of Battle Ready, and thank you for watching.